Okay, this is starting a new game with Gothic 2. The first thing you'll want to do if you're a new player, or have troubles in the past with Gothic 2, and just want to return to it, is turn Gothic 1 controls off. That's one of the biggest things um, that you will come across, because Gothic 1 controls are not perfect. I didn't like working through Gothic 1, I really didn't, because of the awkward way you have to press up and action to do any kind of action, instead of just clicking, which you should do. So, I shouldn't be talking about that, I should be I've cut a lot of this down because it'll take you like 30 minutes to do all this right. Now the very idea is that you make a new game, and you do everything perfectly. Of course, it means a lot of work. It normally takes about 30 minutes to do all this. So, you basically got to take everything and kill everything in the first... well, actually, I go right up to the town. I try and do all the quests that give any experience, and all the monsters, nearly all the items. Of course, sometimes I just can't be bothered. Take all these arrows and all the potion, everything you can take always helps you on this very first bit, because you have no skills, yet you're allowed to, they give you everything that you might need. It's one of the best bits in the game, actually, because you're able to do everything. Even, I mean, your arrows have an effect, your magic has effect, your melee's quite good. Well, I'm trying to get at the point that it's the only part of the game you should be doing it, because you always go concentrated after this, which is one of the reasons I'm making this video. If you make a perfect template, which is what this is, then you can always just load it up and go down your path, which is either archery, magic, or most likely melee, or melee, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm going into this cave anyway, and we'll need these arrows, because I have to take on 3 goblins at once. You use the arrows, because you haven't got so many. Use the arrows on the harder fights, the ones that you can't take on in melee. And, just fight your way through the cave, do what you can. Take on field raiders one by one if you can, that also helps a lot. And save often. You can see, keep saving up the same template. Okay, so here we are in this little horrible valley, and there's young wolves, a rat that gets chased by a wolf, which might be a good idea to use an arrow, or get your bow out for it, because if you can kill the rat, then the wolf will turn on you. And the goal is to get as much experience as you can. This is also one of the hardest fights right here, where you've got 3 giant rats against you at once, and this is a good well, I didn't, but it's very advisable to bring and keep some arrows for this fight, because it makes it a lot easier. I almost died just fighting this right here. Still, I'm basically done with this valley. I had to cut a lot of it because it's a very long action trying to set this new game up. Okay, so we're actually back on the path that we started with, and we've just got a young wolf to kill, and then 2 goblins with a lot of loot around them. You should loot this area, especially the bit right next to the ledge. The ledge of a cliff, the valley you've just been in. It all connects. So then you have to come across this bandit man, and he's a strange one, because he'll ask you questions. If you say you come from Zardas, he'll attack you, and if you say you won't follow him, he'll attack you. If you say you will follow him, he'll lead you into an ambush. However, there's a different option. You can also keep stalling him in a way, and eventually he'll become friendly with you. Can even get a quest for him if you give him 10 gold pieces. And as you can plainly tell, I've already attacked him. I want him and all his friends to die for a future quest. You'll find out why later. But for now, kill him, and then equip your fire arrow, which you've seen me already do just then. And throw one fire arrow at each bandit, if you can. If not, just throw both at one. But I find it easier just to do this. Then you have a short fight with both of them. Although they've got next to no HP left, so all they take is a few whacks, maybe 3 whacks each. So the fight's very short. And then you can raid their cave, which isn't that worthwhile, but they have something like 16 arrows, which is very useful, especially for these blood flies, which drop like, flies, before arrows. And here we reach Lobart's farm. It's a good idea to take out the little monsters before you start talking to people, but, well, it's the same stuff. Young wolves, goblins, a couple of blood flies. You've now got enough arrows to pick your targets, really. Then you come across this guy called Malif. He's the guy who gives you the quest to kill the bandits. It depends what order you do it in. It's actually probably best to go talk to Malif first and then go take on the bandits. I did it the other way around because I was just lazy. And basically, after you tell him that you've killed them, then he gives you 3 bottles of wine, which you'll need for another quest. They all link up. It's quite, well, easy. After you talk to him, a young wolf always appears out of nowhere and attacks his sheep as some kind of cinematic weird thing. Make sure you grab the experience. If he kills it, you won't get any. Alright, and this man that I'm talking to right now is Lobart, the head of the farm. He'll sell you the clothes that you need to get into the city, because the way you look right now, the city guards won't let you through. So you have to do a quick job for him, which is picking turnips, and then he'll lower the price of the togs. Togs equals clothes, yes. And if you do more jobs like helping out his wife and giving one of his workers some wine to sing your praises. So helping Lobart's wife means buying a frying pan for her, which you have to go visit the trader. There's a trader sat on a park bench. He's never there again, really. Called Kamfar. He offers you a piece of paper to get into the city easier, but we're going for all experience. Right, so buy the pan, hand the pan to Hilda, and then go outside, talk to Lobart. He'll offer you the clothes a lot cheaper since you've helped everybody. And I think I got it 40 gold pieces. If I talked to Malif first, I would have, before doing the quest, I would have got it 30 gold pieces. And then you put on the togs. Now that we've got a bit of armour, we can take hits better. So, okay. Now head up the hill with the stone circle at the top, right behind Lobart's farm. You should be able to see it from Lobart's farm quite easily. There's 2 field raiders up there. Take them on one at once. Much easier. Just use your sword. Dodge its first blow. Hit it. Dodge. Hit it. Easy. Repetitive. But it's drill stuff. And then there's goblin berries up this hill as well. And they're always very useful to get. But don't eat them. Save them until later. You'll need them for ranged potions, if you're going to become a ranger. If not, you might as well just sell it. You won't, you just don't care, it's just a valuable item to you. Or you could eat it just for fun, whatever. But if you're a ranger, save it, every time. It's hidden within a plant just over here. You won't be able to see me pick it up exactly, but you'll see me stop where it is. There it is. Pick it up, and we're good. All there is left to do, really, on this little template that we're making is just to simply destroy all the rest of the monsters and save it. Make sure you have your save file out of the way, as I put mine right at the bottom and saved it as new game. Always helps me. Every time I want to do anything, I just load it right up and away we go into the world of Gothic 2. It's always fun. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate and enjoy.